Shalom, shalom, shalom. Let me check the audio real quick. Just bear with me. Make sure we live as well. Okay. Sound like we in there. Just bear with me one moment, Israel. Sound like it was getting some feedback. Okay. Lord will, the audio is good. I'll check it periodically from time to time just to see if we're good or not. But like always, before I start off, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. Secondly, double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well. And shalom unto you hopeful elect, scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. To you I say shalom. As you can see, the title of this lesson, just doing just doing some research, just looking up some of the signs dealing with, the times that we're in, E as in Esau, so-called white man, starting with the wicked elite, the powers that be, the wicked, according to the Bible, according to Malachi 1:4, the border of wickedness. E is coming to the end of the tracks. We're pretty much at the end of this devil's rulership. And, we got plenty of signs, or evidence, according to the word of the Lord, that would show forth that we are at the end. Okay. And I'll read this. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 6 and verse 9. It says, for Esau is the end of the world, dealing with the so-called white man or the white race. Okay. Self-proclaimed white man. Their forefather goes back to Esau, all right, which they be the descendants of Esau, making them the Edomites of the Bible. They are the end of the world, okay, as in world, as it pertains into a period of time or age to rule. We're at the end of his kingdom, okay, and the signs point towards that, and the signs also point, that Yahawashi is about to return, the King of Kings, all right, the Lion of the tribe of Judah. All right, so it says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So, our kingdom is fastly approaching, all right, which it starts with Yahawashi, coming back to redeem the hopeful elect, which we go back to our forefather Jacob, from the beginning. His name later changed to Israel, all right, when he wrestled with the angel. Okay, Israel meaning Yasharallah. Okay, he Prince Power. All right, and we being the descendants of Jacob or of Israel. All right, being the Israelites, the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Our kingdom is about to begin, and there's plenty of signs, showing forth, that we're at the end of the tracks for Edom. Okay, this devil has a mindset, that he's gonna just, continue to rule the planet Earth, in wickedness. But Yahawah Shem Yahawashi, our power has another plan. Okay. Just bear with me one moment. Check this audio once more. Okay, it sound like we good. Okay, all right. So like I was saying, this devil Esau Edom, has it in his mind or in his plan to rule perpetually, forever in wickedness. All right, but our power, Yahawashi, has other plans. And the scriptures show you the mind of this devil. Let me pull the screen up real quick and just bear with me. Just using the StreamYard, I gotta continue to hit share tab, so I might forget it from time to time. Got a lot of tabs open. All right, but just bear with me, Israel. All right, so this is the book of Psalms, chapter 49 and verse 11, showing you the mind of this devil. It says their inward thoughts is that their houses shall continue forever. So this devil has a mindset, man. Okay, that is just going to continue to rule forever and ever with the Edomites. All right, the so-called white race being the superior race or nation in the earth, man. Okay, it says in their dwelling places to all generations, they call their lands after their own names. Yeah, and perfect example, being here in Babylon the Great, named after Amerigo Vespucci. Okay, or Africa, Leo Scipio Africanus. The scriptures are spot on, man. All right. And, tapping into the mind of these Edomites, specifically talking about these wicked elites, man. The ones ruling behind the scenes, hoarding all the resources. Okay. They think that they're just going to continue to rule forever. All right. And eventually, as the spirit been bringing out through the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone and brothers on down, the prophets of Yahawashi, this devil wants to put that C-hip in you, man. Okay. And make you, you Israelites, all right, and the whole world for that matter, want to make you a perpetual slave under him. Okay. But like I said, all right, as the scriptures will go into, Yahawashi has other plans. Okay, this is the book of Job, chapter 14 and verse 5. It says, seeing his days are determined. All right, and who determines this devil's days? Okay. Yahawashi, our power. Okay. His days are already determined. It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. Meaning, this devil's rulership has a expiration date. Okay. Once we hit that appointed time that Yahawashi wants to take this devil out of power, that's it. That's a wrap, man. Okay. And we're coming to the end of the tracks for Esau, man. Okay. And that's the big reason why you see this devil now within the news. He's coming with another LD, possible LD or global crises, by way of these different pestilences, man. I'll say it that way. Okay. But that's all a part of the scriptures, man. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe, meaning destruction, to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil, which is this so-called white man, okay, the wicked elite, okay, the devil going into Diablos, the false accuser, the slanderer, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So this devil himself, he know that his time is up, man. Okay. And a big clear key indicator that he's at the end of the road, that this devil knows that he has but a short time. He see Yahawashi and raised up his prophets, man. Okay. Yahawashi raised up the true men of the Lord, who have this knowledge and this truth, and exposing this devil for who he is, man. Okay, all according to prophecy. So this devil got to speed up things, man. Okay, and this devil is about to come with them second LDs, man. Okay, he's about to bring that chaos. All right, so he can bring in that order, man. Bring in his NWO, his New World Order. All right, but we know that this devil will only get so far, man, because Yahawah, the Heavenly Father, is about to set up Yahawashi and rulership here in the planet Earth, man. You know, along with the hopeful elect, man. Okay, the 144,000, which is the governing body of the house of Israel. All right, and you know the great multitude will be delivered here as well. Soon come, man. All right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 4. It says, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. So one thing we know and we understand when it comes to whoever's ruling, whatever nation is ruling here in the earth, it was given to them by Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. All right. And we know according to let's go to this scripture real quick as it comes to mind. Let's go to the book of Daniel, chapter 4 and verse 17. It says, this matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, which is the holy prophets. Okay. All right. Which have the secrets of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. It says, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men and giveth it to whomsoever he will. So the Heavenly Father, he issues forth power here in the earth. Who rules, all right, and who's subjugated to the one that he places on top. And it says, and setteth up over it the bases of men. And who's the bases of men? Esau, the so-called white man. Okay, this devil has been placed in rulership, man. Okay, all to fulfill prophecy. And as we're reading, all right, we're gonna go back to it. Sirach, let me share this tab real quick. Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha 10 and 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. And in due time, we're all waiting on the Father's timing. Okay. And in due time, he will set over it one that is profitable. And who's the one that's profitable? Yahawashi. Okay. Yahawashi is the one that's profitable, fit, okay, to rule the planet Earth, along with the hopeful elect, the governing body, the 144,000, trickling on down, the great multitude, all right? And 2/3 after they receive their judgment, they'll come back in the kingdom in their right mind, all right? So ultimately, by default, when Yahawashi, the one that's profitable, gets in rulership, that's the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of Israel being established here on the planet Earth. And that time is fastly approaching, man. Okay. As we're about to get into, you know, these signs that indicate the end. Esau coming to the end of the tracks, man. And we see it. We see it. It's Yapah, man. It's beautiful. Okay. So reading this and getting let me pull the screen up. Like I said, bear with me, Israel. Reading this, 2nd Esdras 9 and 1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before. How do we measure the times? By the words of the Lord, man. All right. Staying occupied in prophecy, tying the current events here in the earth and tying it to prophecy of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, to the Holy Scriptures, man. Okay. It says, verse 2, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Yahawashi is about to return. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, and we're seeing those things, let me pull up and tap into some of these signs here in the earth. Let's start off with the earthquakes. All right, this is here on the US GS, dealing with these different earthquakes around the world. You had 26 earthquakes today alone. And we know that Esau, he don't record every earthquake. They got to be a certain magnitude for him to record it. All right. And you got earthquakes in Hawaii, the Fiji Islands. All right. What else was this? El Salvador. Okay. Taiwan. Okay. New Mexico. All over, man. Alaska. You see? Greece. I seen another one. Puerto Rico. Chile. All right. Literally all over, man. Okay. I got this article. Earthquake of a magnitude 6.1 hits off of El Salvador. Let's pull up this article. Earthquake reported in South Carolina, and it was in Jackson, South Carolina. And this was yesterday, man. Okay. This was yesterday. All right. And let's pull this one up. 2 earthquakes reported near North Carolina and Virginia border, man. Okay. So these things are happening, man. If you're measuring the times, if you're watching for these things, it's clear to see that the highest is beginning to visit the world which he made, as the scriptures we just read, man. Okay. Let's get into the uproars of the people. All right.
I'm here today because I want the Biden-Harris administration and I want Vice President Harris to know that there are people who are not willing to vote for her if she is going to continue to arm and fund the Israelis and participate in genocide.
I want to see transgender people be respected for who they are, and I want peace and love and justice. Justice. And I want for who they are, transgender people be respected. I want to see transgender people be respected for.
So this nigga here at a pro-Palestinian protest, but his stance, I'm pretty sure he's standing on the side of Palestine. But his viewpoint, he want to get across is equality for the Transformers, man. Okay. It shows you it's a weird demonic spirit here in Babylon the Great, man. And this is why we're vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. Just as our forefather Lot, man. This place gonna be destroyed, man. All the Transformers, weirdo people gonna be destroyed here in Babylon the Great, man. Okay. And it also shows you that it's a heavy spirit of division here in Babylon the Great, man. Okay. The scriptures go into if Satan be divided against himself, his kingdom cannot stand, man. Let's see if we can pull that up. Is that Mark the 3rd chapter, around the 20-something verse? Let me get straight to the point. This is Mark 3:24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. So there's division here in Babylon the Great. So this kingdom is obviously about to fall. It says, and if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. You got a lot of Edomites, rising up against Edomites, man. Okay. So as you're seeing the uproars of the people in the world, let's play this right here.
This is the scene outside Indonesia's national parliament in Jakarta. They're trying to burn down the gates. Protesters have a mock guillotine for the president, Joko Widodo. And there are also demonstrations going on in cities across Java. People here believe that the politicians inside are trying to bend and rig Indonesia's laws for the sake of the president and his family's power. Now, a bit of context. There are local elections coming up in a few months in Indonesia. It's widely rumoured that the president's youngest son, Kaisang, wants to contest those elections. The problem is he's 29. Under the law, you have to be 30. His supporters earlier this week challenged that at Indonesia's constitutional court, but the court ruled that the existing laws must stay in place. The court also made another ruling which would pave the way for a high-profile...
So you see it, man. You got protests in Chicago dealing with the DNC, the Democratic Nationals Convention, DNC, the Democratic National Convention. You got protests over in Java, Indonesia. Okay. Sharing this tab right here. Protests in the UK, the riots, which been going on for some time now.
Racist riots that erupted across the United Kingdom in the first half of August were ostensibly aimed at Muslims, immigrants and the police. But for many Black Britons, it also reignited memories of racist violence by the far right during the second half of the 20th century.
Are we in 2024 or 1974?
That's Ngozi Fulani, the CEO and founder of Sister Space, an African and Caribbean heritage charity in East London. The organisation boarded up its windows as supporters warned them that far-right rioters were headed that way. The riots were fuelled by misinformation spread online that the suspect in a deadly knife attack was an Islamist migrant. 3 little girls, Elsie Stankoom, Alistair Silva Aguiar and BB King, were killed during that incident. As well as white rioters attacking hotels housing asylum seekers, immigration centres, mosques, police officers and shops, videos also circulated online of white men attacking people of colour across the country. That includes a group badly beating a black man in Manchester.
So you got division, over in the UK. You got racial tensions heightening. Okay. They got different viewpoints, dealing with the migrants as well. Satan's kingdom is divided against itself. It cannot stand. It's about to fall, man. Okay. And civil war will come here to Babylon the Great. Is already written, within the scriptures. Okay. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and back up the point. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19 and verse 2. It says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom." So you see, civil war is already written in the scriptures, man. Okay. And there'll be the worst brunt of a civil war here in Babylon the Great, man. Okay. You're going to have race wars, you're going to have Edomites against Jacob. Okay. Also against, these different heathen nations out here, man. Okay. A heavy spirit of division. All right. Which will ultimately lead to the downfall and the destruction of Babylon the Great, man. So let's get into these scriptures again and finish them out. This is 2nd Esdras 9:3. "Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world," which we're seeing those things, "then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning." Yeah, the Lord already warned us of these things. These things were already written. "And the Lord has his servants, the prophets, here in these latter days to come out and prophesy unto you Israelites, unto the house of Israel, as it is written in 2nd Esdras, the 15th chapter, in the 1st verse." All right, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, man. Okay, and starting with the ones, that were, of course, in this truth way before me, the head elder apostles and elder bishops, right, who learned from their elders. The warning has been going out for decades, man. And that's Yahawashi speaking through his men to his people, to the Israelites, man. Okay. And this is what we're telling you. We're at the end. 2nd Esdras 9:5. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. We're at the end of Esau Edom's rulership, man. Okay. He is coming to the end of the tracks. It says, even so, the times also the highest have plain beginnings, wonder, and powerful works, and endings, and effects, and signs. So let's get into some more signs, man. All right, I ain't gonna beat a dead horse, man. Okay. This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 24, verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, talking about Yahawashi, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming? When's going to be your second return? And the end of the world, end of Esau Edom's eon, his period of time or age to rule. You see? And Yahawashi gets into these signs. It says, and Yahawashi answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. Why? For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, anointed, and shall deceive many. Yeah, you got a lot of false prophets out here, man. Okay, deceiving many. All right, which most of Israel ain't gonna make it anyway. Okay, they're gonna follow after those false prophets, who claim that the Lord sent them. All right, teaching false doctrine, which ultimately, the false prophet and the ones who follow them gonna be destroyed, man. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. So let's tap into that, man. Let's look at an article concerning war. It says Israeli forces launch a big operation in West Bank and kill at least 10 militants. So things are still brewing. All right. Over there dealing with Israel and Hamas, man. But according to prophecy, the least of the flock, these small hatters is going to draw them out. Going to draw America, Babylon the Great, and the West into this third world war. All right. And of course, on siding with Hamas, Palestine, and Iran, you're going to have Gog, the land of Magog, which is Russia, man. Okay. Which would be a key player in this third world war. So this is all leading up, to the big one, man. Okay. And Yahawashi told us of it. These are part of the signs. And ye shall hear, St. Matthew 24:6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. All right. So we shouldn't, be all messed up in the head, because we know that these things, as we'll read it, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. We ain't at the end quite yet, man. All right. How do we know that? Because we got prophecy of the MOTB to be fulfilled, man. The pushing, the implementation of the RFID micro C-Hub, major prophecy that should be warned and spoke about, all right, here in these latter days, which only great millstone, the head elder apostles and elder bishops and the men of great millstone really is going into this prophecy and breaking it down correctly. Okay. It says, for nation shall rise against nation. Yeah, we was going into, dealing with these civil wars, right? And kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines. Yeah, there's famines going on right here in the planet Earth, man. All right, just take a look over in Africa, man. Okay. Or even dealing with the war with Israel Hamas. They're saying that them Palestinians is facing a famine. Okay, because them small hatters won't let them get no aid and no food, man. All right, so these things is happening just as Lord Yahawashi said it was going to happen. Just as the prophets of Yahawashi said it was going to happen. And there shall be famines and pestilences. So let's get into these pestilences, man. dealing with these diseases, right? I say it that way, if you can understand. It says a rare but dangerous mosquito-borne V is changing routines in Massachusetts. It says 10 communities are at high or critical risk from, I'm going to call it the triple E's, as they call it. It's a new V, or, it's called the triple E's, which deleted a man in New Hampshire this month and sickened 2 people in Massachusetts and Vermont. You see? So you see this double can go either way with it. He can go with, rising cases of the C19, right? He can go with the triple E's as we're reading with this, okay? Or he can go with this article right here. It says world needs to act on MPOX and prepare for the next public health crisis. You see? And the Lord said it will be pestilences, man. And these things are happening. And these are things that true men of the Lord, prophets, will be prophesying about, man. Okay? Let's read it. This is Jeremiah 28. Let me share the tab. Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms. And we're prophesying against this kingdom here, Babylon the Great. It says of war, we're warning you about World War III, and of evil, bad times. We're warning you about evil times to come. It was going into the civil wars. We're telling you that the dollar is going to collapse. All hell is about to break loose. Famine is coming to the land, man. Okay? We're warning you of the evils, man. It says, and of pestilence. Okay? And we're going into it. We're just showing it. The triple EV, the new triple EV. Still got the C19 in the back burner, this double. Okay? And of course, the latest, which the WHO, right? The WHO declared it a global emergency. A global emergency, man. So this devil is about to come down having great wrath, man. Okay, so for Israel, you hopeful elect, man, be prepared. All right, continue to pray to Yahawashi, man. All right, it's gonna be a bumpy ride. Through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom. Acts 14:22. All right, but we know that Yahawashi, he got his hopeful elect, man. Okay, so just reading a little bit of it, it says public health emergencies like outbreaks are not just one-time events. It says the WHO declared MPOX a global public health emergency earlier this month, and the ongoing outbreak is a brutal reminder of the fragility of the world health system and the deadly consequences of inaction. So this thing is about to take off, man. Okay, keep your eyes peeled, stay circumspect, understand what times you're in, man. All right. Most importantly, trust and lean upon Yahawashi. All right. So, not to beat a dead horse, man. Esau, the so-called white man, starting with the wicked elite, the powers that be. All right. He is coming to the end of the tracks. Okay. His kingdom is coming to an end. Yahawashi is about to return, man. So I pray and hope that this was edifying to you, hopeful elect, across the four corners of the earth. Like I start off, I'm going to end off by giving all praises to Yahawashi, called Halalyam, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well. And shalom unto you, hopeful elect, scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. To you I say shalom. Shalom to you, hopeful elect.